to Evergreen State College, which has a bit of a reputation for being this place that encourages radical anti-establishment thought. Which is why I found it surprising yesterday when one of my classmates told me that he voted for Donald Trump. I couldn't believe it. I was like, seriously, dude? You voted? Cool! Did you go bowling with my dad afterwards and talk about lawnmowers, you fucking dork? Yeah, my professor the other day, he used this term called relative poverty, and he was saying, he's like, yeah, it's this term that sociologists use, and it refers to how people figure out how rich or poor they are, not by some objective universal standard, but just in relation to the people around them. And he was like, you know, like how a kid in Beverly Hills might think he's poor because he drives a Mercedes, but his classmate drives a Ferrari, and I was like, oh, I get that. Because when I was a kid, growing up out in Lacey, I lived in this tiny-ass little fucking duplex with, you know, there were 7 of us, and we were a half-mile downwind from the Ostrom's mushroom farm. But my cousins lived in that trailer park immediately next door to the Ostrom's mushroom farm. So whenever I'd go there to get babysat, I was little Lord fucking Fauntleroy, man. I was just like, yes, at our house, we usually get cut up hot dogs and our mac and cheese. Maybe your stepdad will quit drinking and you can live in a structure with a poor foundation. I went to high school with Sam. I used to think he was a rich kid because his mom dropped him off in a car on which all 4 doors were the same color. Damn, she must be a manager at Sears or something. Baller. But, yeah, I don't know. I've noticed that living in a college town, the English language has a bit of a deficit. Like, we've got this term, tweenager, that refers to when somebody's not a little kid anymore, but they're not really a teen yet. But we don't have an equivalent word for when someone's between 18 and 22, right? Or you're not really a teen anymore, but you're not a grown-up yet either. Like, I was trying to come up with a word for that, you know, like teen dolt, or tweenager, or stupid asshole. Right? Because, like, developmentally, you can't help but be a stupid asshole at that time in your life, right? You're struggling so hard to figure out who you are, and the way you do it is to proudly announce who you are to anyone who will listen. It's fucking embarrassing. It's like, you there! Did you know that I'm a rebelliously inclined individual with unique aesthetic sensibilities? Excuse me? Yeah, my attitudes regarding the customs and traditions of my culture are less than reverent. Like, yeah, anyway, kid, that sandwich you ordered comes with soup, salad, or fries. Like, yeah. Yes, our lettuce is vegan, you stupid asshole. Anyway, this one time, when I was a teen adult, I was like 20, and I was hanging out with my dad. We were having this political discussion. He was talking about the merits of a progressive income tax, and I was talking about how humanity won't be happy until the last capitalist is hanged with the guts of the last bureaucrat. And he gave me the old, son, I don't agree with what you say, but I will fight to the death to defend your right to say it. You heard that macho horseshit before? It was really funny for 2 reasons. One, my dad has never come close to enlisting in any branch of the armed forces. Like, I don't know under what circumstances or in what capacity he thinks an overweight, alcoholic 55-year-old salesman with bad knees and no combat training will be called upon to defend an abstract legal principle through deadly battle. But the main reason that was funny is that he abandoned me and my mother when I was a baby. This time I'm talking about, when I was 20, that was like only the 4th or 5th time I'd ever seen him in my life. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you abandoned a 22-year-old girl to raise 2 kids on her own in minimum wage in the middle of the Reagan years. Like, fuck free speech. What about fighting your way off a bar stool long enough to drop a child support check in the mail? Defend my right to a can of formula and some fresh diapers. Free speech my ass. Like, but yeah, 20 years later, if an imaginary bad guy tries to stop me from spouting some trite Marxist platitudes, that's when you're going to put on the cape and show up for your boy? Bad? Yeah, I recently became a father 4 months ago to the day. Yeah, he was born on September 19th. He was 8 days past his due date, which was September 11th, which I was excited about because I thought it meant we were going to have twins, but... I'm Ryan Bunnell. Thank you guys. You've been great.
Give it up for Ryan Bunnell.